Hello everybody, my name is Maximilian Helfman.
And I'm Connor Renouche.
And welcome to Theater Butter. This weekend, First Man was released. This was the third film by 33-year-old director Damien Chazelle, and it got us thinking about young, new directors that are coming out on the scene in Hollywood right now. The first director that we were thinking that you should definitely look out for is David Patrick Lowry. If you don't know who that is by name, he directed Pete's Dragon, the live-action Disney film that came out a couple years ago, the A24 produced film A Ghost Story, and Robert Redford's last performance, the film Old Man and the Gun, which is out in theaters right now. He's a phenomenal director, and he was just signed on to direct the Peter Pan live-action film with Disney, so I don't have any reason not to be excited for any of this guy's films.
Another filmmaker that you should definitely be looking out for in terms of upcoming projects is Christopher Nolan, who's definitely made a name for himself across Hollywood over the last decade with movies like the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, movies that a lot of people might not actually go see unless his name was attached to it, things like Interstellar and Dunkirk, which became box office smashes just because his name was on it. He does not have an upcoming project named yet, but the fact that people are constantly swarming about it and want to know what he's doing next, there are constant forum pages and fan pages wondering what is Christopher Nolan's next project, people pushing for him to do Bond 25. It's clear that he's left this impact on this millennia of filmmaking, and if you want to see great films, you should definitely go see the next one that has Christopher Nolan marked as director and writer.
Another group of directors that I think you guys should look out for are Benny and Josh Safdie, the Safdie brothers. They did last year's film Good Time, produced by A24, which was Robert Pattinson's best performance in my opinion. That film killed it last year. Next year, their newest film starring Adam Sandler and Lakeith Stanfield, who's just in this year's Sorry to Bother You, which I thought was phenomenal, is called Uncut Gems, and I'm very looking forward to this film because I believe it is A24 as well, and it seems as though that it's going to be a serious performance by Adam Sandler. And if any of you guys have seen Paul Thomas Anderson's film Punch Drunk Love, you have no reason not to be excited to see Adam Sandler in a serious role.
So another one to look out for who's a little less well-known than someone like Christopher Nolan is Cary Joji Fukunaga, who got his start very well off of TV when he directed the entire first season of True Detective, which has recently been regarded as one of the best seasons of television in modern history. He went on to make the Netflix original film Beasts of No Nation, which is regarded as being one of the best, if not the best, Netflix original film, before then taking on the new Netflix original series Maniac, which is being received of rave reviews over the past couple of months since its release, and he is now officially signed on to direct Bond 25 after a bunch of departures and a bunch of weird stuff happening with Danny Boyle, who was signed on to direct that beforehand. So you've now got your new Bond director, who is practically 3 for 3 in terms of his projects. He's definitely one to look out for after he directs a massive big budget action film, and only time will tell with what he does next.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching Theater Butter. I highly recommend you go check out First Man. I thought it was phenomenal, and it's great to go support new up-and-coming directors. Well, Damien Chazelle isn't really new anymore. I think after this, he kind of solidified himself. Connor,
at this point.
Anything else you want to say about Damien or any other directors?
Yeah, I mean, when you've got someone who's the youngest winner for the Best Director Oscar, then you're definitely going to want to go check out what he does next. He's got a TV series coming up one of these years, either 2018, the very end, or 2019. It's called The Eddie. It's an 8-episode series that'll be centered around a musical. It's a French club owner or something of that sort. I think it's been picked up by Apple, actually, or he has 2 TV series coming up, one for Netflix, one for Apple. It's something of that nature, but definitely be sure to check that out when it releases. If nothing else, he's shown that he is a creative mind that is really yet to be rivaled.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching Theater Butter. If you want to find any of my stuff, you can go to youtube.com and just search up Maximilian Helfman. You'll find all my movies on there.
And if you want to find my stuff, you just search up Ice Cold Films and you'll find the same thing.
Thank you very much for watching Movie Show Plus. Hope you all have a great weekend.